Live on Shaggy TV for a little Outlaw Dirt Series action at the Eldora Speedway. And, well, sorry about bringing it up a little late. I was talking to some of the drivers doing a little bit of digging, and I think our main owner here, Tyler, he's away this weekend, and I think some of the drivers thought maybe we were taking a night off. Well, this is the call here. If you're subscribed to the broadcast, that's the giveaway. That we're up and racing here tonight. And if your driver's not here, send him a message, get him here. Because right now, what I'm looking at, well, we see, yeah, only 7 drivers. Didn't know if there was another driver in the session that possibly didn't put in a time yet. But that's all we're seeing for now. So you got a 1 in 7 chance here, bringing home the checkered flag. Our point leader, Will Cuddy, he's not here. Let me take a look here. Actually, I'll bring up the points for me. Yeah, Willie Cuddy, the point leader. Dustin Turnage, P2. Bo Krebs. Oh, wait, no, those are the super lates. I clipped the totally wrong points. I just realized that. What a bonehead move. I was like, that doesn't look right. We only have 7 drivers here. I can click on it and take a look here for myself. Yeah, I clicked on the supers instead of the pros. That's right. Duh, the big slow Devin Howard's our point leader. He's at 795, and Jamie Massey P2 620. Brandon Geiswhite in 3rd. So he's the highest man on the point chart to show up. I happen to possibly be a member with the big slow Devin Howard, or in a Discord with Devin Howard. I'm gonna see if I can hunt him down. Try to let these guys know what's going on here. But I actually don't think I'm in any channel with him that I'm allowed to type in. Actually. Alright, I found one. I'm messaging him, telling him, hey, he's the point leader. I'm asking him if he's coming here. This would be, I was going to say that would have been really funny if I glanced over at the standings and only to notice that he was already here, but no, he's not here yet. Still at that 7 driver mark. Let's go take a look at the fastest driver on the racetrack right now. Luke Bishop, and well, that's not a 5. He's running that 49, that Davenport scheme. Everybody's familiar with that at this racetrack. Braden Burnett here in the double deuce. Braden, I was talking to him earlier today. He's hoping he can park it here on the podium, maybe talk to me a little bit later. He's got a good shot at doing so. Not a lot of drivers in. Well, Braden, already one of those drivers that you've got to consider running up here. What, I was going to say on a slick track, but once again, not a lot of cars, so you don't know. Maybe not going to get too slick here. We got Kyle Hardy in the 35 machine. I can't believe I have this added on for my interview camera. That's a little disappointing. I was seeing how this was going to roll through. I may have to hop into the cameras and take that left front off of it. No idea why that's one of the cameras. I mean, I guess it's good, if you're got some good hard racing, but oh, he gets into the pit exit wall there. I guess that's still the front stretch wall, but right before the pit exit opening. Tears that thing up as we got the Raging Cajun in the 44 scooter. Chris Thibodeau downstairs working underneath the 22. Just trying to beat up this racetrack a little bit, widen it up, get some racing lanes going. Is scooter, I like that. It almost looks like LA Lakers style scheme there, but I guess, New Orleans, they're purple and yellow. That's those Nollins colors, LSU. Peyton Anderson. James Bachman Jr. in the 4. No, right now, still 7 drivers here at the 11-minute mark. Well, I actually see the big slow Devin Howard typing back to me now. He said A with a bunch of H's behind it. And he's been typing here for, I want to say, probably 20, 30 seconds. So who knows? He might be writing a novel to us. We'll have to see what the big slow does. Maybe he's just hopping on here. He stopped typing for a little. He's typing again. We're getting a play-by-play of what Devin Howard is doing. Oh, he's an hour away out for birthday dinner. Well, you know, congratulations to the big slow Devin Howard. And another congratulations are in order to the big slow because he had a little girl, I believe, Monday night, maybe Tuesday night. Maybe I'm lying. It was in the beginning of the week because I've talked to Devin since. But congratulations to Devin on his baby girl, Hayden. So he's out having a birthday dinner, you know, right after having a baby girl. So I'm wondering if this is his birthday dinner because if it is, now his birthdays are no longer his. They're going to be shared with that beautiful baby girl of his. So everything Devin's... The day that Devin, you know, he's had all to himself, has no longer. And just reading away here, trying to do some hunting for some guys. I see them all trying to tag people in the Discord, too. So we're just doing a little hunting. Just trying to bring some drivers in here. Still 9 minutes left to practice. So I seriously doubt they cut this thing short. Actually, we just got an 8. Casey Childers. He'll be coming in the 92 machine. I see him in my other software, but he hasn't put in a lap time yet, so you guys won't see him yet. But we do have an 8th driver here. Let's roll around with Peyton Anderson for a little bit. Let's not roll around with Peyton Anderson for a little bit. Let's roll around with Scooter here for a lap or two. So many leagues are different, too, with the way they do things. It's going to be tough to say whether they give these guys a drop week or not. If they do give them a drop week or two, then a lot of the drivers missing this racetrack will be no big deal. Frankly, I am one of the drivers that if they would give a drop week or two, this would be one of the ones that I would tell my wife, get her all excited. Hey, it's Friday night. What movie do you want to see? Let's pick a movie. Let's go out on a date because this track, man, it is not for the faint-hearted. You are going to be hammered down most of the time right against that outside wall. Maybe not so much against that outside wall with the field of cars that we have here. And what I don't mean that they're not talented. By any means, they're some of the most talented Pro Late Models drivers on iRacing. It's just we won't see the track age as much as we normally would here, and that could be where some of them are going to be running into some issues. We won't see the track expand like it normally does, and what is happening here that it's not... Okay, now it wants to stay with him, but now it doesn't. Yeah, what is going on here? Well, this is the time we figure out the kinks and the bugs. Because now it wants to stay on him again as well. Automatic selection. I don't like this. Man, we just may not be using this one tonight because I don't know really how to fix that or play around with it. At this moment, I normally like those sit and still cameras, but now I'm going to have to do it all by hand here. When drivers come around, I'll have to go bang, I'll have to bang. It's nice when the cameras do that for me like they're supposed to, and me not have to click them around myself. But can't win them all. 8 drivers right now at Eldora. One of these drivers are going to walk away a winner here tonight. And let me see here. Actually, I'm going to bring back up that. So winners this season, Jamie Massey's won 2 races. Bo Krebs has won a race. Brandon Combs has won a race. Dees Price has won a race. And Braden Burnett has won a race this season. So currently, Braden, the only driver in the room, I believe from what I read here, that has brought home a win this season. And Braden, of course, the winner last week at Kokomo. Jamie the week before that. Brandon before that. Bo before that. The wonderful Lincoln Speedway, man, that's one of my favorites, Lincoln. Jamie at Knoxville, and Dees Price led off the season with a win at Volusia. Let's see here. No other stray animals coming in here. Doesn't look like. Let me see something here. Let's cover that up. Need to go in here and play with some stuff here one day. I've got to cut out some logos that used to be in there. Just trying to mess around with some different overlays and whatnot. I gotta start building on what I have. 92 Casey Childers here. He's not really that bad of lap times. You're gonna look at the leaderboard and sees the slowest guy, but obviously track not as quick as you know, some of the first drivers had, and his last times on the racetrack he's running a 15.15. Brandon Geiswhite a 15.01, but some of the other drivers in the mid 15-second range. So Casey and Brandon right now would look to be the 2 top dogs on the racetrack. And Brandon Geiswhite, I don't remember him being in this paint job before. This may be a new one here for the driver of the 18. What is it saying on the back of that? Gas money. All right. So Brandon Gas Money Geiswhite. All right, okay. We can roll with that. Let's see here. Are we going to get let into any other nicknames? No, that's just, of course, Longhorn. Got Childers, but what did he have? Is that the deck lid? Oh no, Tomahawk chassis. Okay. Alright. Ooh, what's Kyle Hardy have? What's Kyle Hardy have? Pursuit rated? I don't know. Sure, we'll go with that. Speed Ranch setups. Or so Reaper Apparel Company. See, guys, this is where, okay, you know, Braden, no shot at you, but want to get some free sponsors. Same with Geisweit. This is, you get a chance to see my cameras. These are your free, you know, free sponsorship cameras here. Let's see what else I got for you guys. Of course, nothing there. You obviously got the one looking at the driver right there by the roll bar. Do I have any other ones where you could put nifty things? Nobody's trying to really paint the roll bar. That gets too crazy. If you saw the file type, what you're supposed to do there, my gosh, I don't even know if you could paint individual things on the roll bar. They don't really let you do that. Right now we're rolling around with Bachman Jr. here. 30 seconds to go before we go into qualifying, and man, we're gonna have a well, no, we may not have a new winner here, because like I say, Braden Burnett, the double deuce, he won last week, but we'll have to see if the boys try to go against him here and add a new winner before we leave Eldora. See, oh, Braden out there. How you doing, Scrappy? Braden Carter out there. Braden, there is, what are you... Well, I guess you've been running Friday Night Lights, I guess, but... Man, there's no reason you should contact, the owners of this thing. Tyler Knopf and Sean, I cannot remember your last name. And of course, it just says Sean here on the Discord. But I think you and your dad, this might be a fun playground for you guys here. Let's take a look here. The 4 of Bachman Jr. He's out on the racetrack first. Let's see what he can do lap number 1. Coming off of 4, takes the green flag. Here we go. Gonna roll right against that top shelf. And I think we may see drivers do that the opening lap, but I think from what I saw practice-wise, times you want to maybe run that slider line, get a little lower. There we go. He goes a little lower on the entry to 1 this time. We'll see what it looks like as he rolls around. Not as quick as Geisweit of the 18, who's purple sector 1, purple sector 2. That's quick time for the 18 of Brandon Geis. White gas money at the top of the charts right now. Can he hold on? Can he improve lap number 2? He's quicker through sector 2, but slower overall is Casey Childers. What can he do? He comes across for his lap time. Casey Childers, P2, down by 100th of a second. Casey, slower through sector 1. What can he do through sector 2? Oh, it's not going to matter because Braden Burnett and Chris Thibodeau jumped up to the top. Scooter had it for a quick minute, but Braden in the double deuce takes it over, and welcome to the pole, Braden Burnett. His 5 drivers have qualified. We have 4 more. Sean Grimes Jr. Not too sure if we're going to see him race tonight or not. That may be the other Sean I was talking about, to be honest with you. I don't really know. Kyle Hardy here in the 35. Let's see what KH can do. Kyle qualifying 8th. Not going to be what he wants. Luke Bishop, though, he comes around P2. Luke, going to be pretty happy with that, I'd imagine. But 8 drivers have put in a time here. And I think that may be... maybe all she rode here for qualifying in the Outlaw Dirt Series. And with that, I think only 1 heat race tonight. Well, like I say, little bit of confusion. Like I say, I don't know if they'll give a drop week. They may want to after this, but I think I'm under the understanding. If you go back and watch any of these broadcasts, there have been at least pretty close to 20 guys every time. And I think we had a bit of a hiccup here. Thought it was maybe an off night, but hey, we're here. We're racing and have to see. Qualifying comes to an end. 8 drivers put in a lap. We'll take a look at our starting grid. Heat race number 1. Rounding out the field, heat race number 1 on the inside of row 5 in the 74, Sean Grimes Jr. On the outside of row 4 in the 35, Kyle Hardy to the inside, the 4 of James Bachman Jr. Row 3 to the outside, the 43 of Peyton Anderson to the inside, the 92 of Casey Childers. Row 2 to the outside, the 18 of Brandon Geiswhite to the inside, the 44 of the Ragin' Cajun, Scooter Chris Thibodeau. Row 1 for heat race number 1 on the outside, the 5 of Luke Bishop, and starting on the pole, the double deuce of Braden Burnett. That's the wrong one. That's the right one. The wrong one didn't go away. Whoops. It's nice out there when drivers are self-hating on themselves in the chat. That's always pretty good. I'm a big self-hater myself, so totally cool with it. Waiting on Grimes, who I believe admins, so we're not going to get Grimes. Just wait here for this timer to roll down, and drivers will pace off here, and we'll get ready to roll. No, not that I'm mad, but I'm actually, or will be mad, but, if you guys really love me as a broadcaster, maybe you guys run a really fast show here tonight because there has been a road racing league. I like doing road racing that a couple guys I know put on, but they race every Friday at 9. I couldn't bail on you guys. I like doing this too much, but it would be pretty cool to go in there and invade them tonight. If I believe their qualifying ends at 9:10. So if by some miracle I can register for that thing by 9:10, you guys will have made me very happy this week because it's Olton Park, and I think I could maybe go in there and steal a win here. I don't talk about myself too much, but I absolutely love dirt racing, man. I'm from, everybody's heard of it, probably Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So, Civil War town. I'm in the heart of Central PA. I love dirt racing, but boy, I love me some road racing. As the green flag's out, 10 laps to play. At the Eldora Speedway. Braden Burnett with a good jump to the outside. We'll have to see where drivers want to be. Like I say, there we see Bishop to the inside, and he clears him by a country mile in that slider line. I just don't think you want to be upstairs right now. It's too long of a way around, and the track just isn't beat up a little bit. If you can, or it isn't beat up enough, excuse me. If you can master that slider line like we see Bishop doing there, that's where you want to be. He goes down and he protects. What's it going to look like here coming out of 4? The answer is the double deuce to the bottom here. Can he complete the pass? I like where he's at. That's where Oh! Late slide job That's part of racing, man. And when you don't want to burn the throttle, you're maybe going to run into the guy sometimes. And, man, we got some beating and banging here in the early goings. The Double Deuce, I told you they might be out to get him. They may not want him to win again. You may see a first-time winner here. Oh, he gets bounced to the outside. The 43 of Peyton Anderson and him make a little contact. So that battle rages on. Casey Childers took a peek to the inside through 1 and 2, but just couldn't find the grip coming out. 4 to go this time. Luke Bishop holding on firm out front. Can Luke hold on? That's going to be something totally different. Not going to be easy for the driver there in the 49 Davenport machine. With 3 laps to go, Father Time definitely on his side here with the war raging behind. Scooter trying to scoot his way down low on the bottom at the Big E. Give him 3rd at the line with 2 to go. The 44, man, he's going down there where no one else is going. Maybe not paying off in 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, he's got the grip. And he clips that wall ever so slightly. And that may be enough that he may lose his shot at 3rd. Battle on for the lead. Final time through 3 and 4. Casey Childers to the inside. Luke Bishop to the outside. As we come to the stripe, Casey Childers edges out Luke Bishop to win heat race number 1. Geisway, Thibodeau, Burnett, Anderson, Bachman, and Hardy. Your running order. We're going to talk to Childers here real quick. I imagine. Normally we talk to the winners here of the heat races. So I would assume we have Casey down here. We'll pull Casey up here. Hey, Casey. Whenever I pull you up here, it automatically clicks that mute button, so you got to unmute yourself. But Shaggy in the booth, man, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
Well, hey, man, not a big field tonight, but hey, you can only run against who's here. And what do you think? Do you like your chances tonight? You're going to start up front.
No, I don't like this track, so I don't really like my chances.
Yeah, dude, I am right there with you. Well, what is it that you don't really like about this place? I mean, I kind of hammered it pretty hard here in the intro. I don't like running that close to the wall outside. But what's your beef with this place?
Just what you said. You got to run against the wall 90% of the time.
Well, I mean, are you thinking, we saw a little bit of it come there in the heat race. You got one fed, do you? A little bit of a slide job. Do we expect some more sliders here coming in the feature?
Yeah, I'm going to say they're going to pull slide jobs and basically park it on your nose, just trying to get to the top. Because everybody's going to be fighting for the top once the middle wears out.
No, I think you're exactly right, Casey. But hey, man, best of luck. We'll be rooting for you. Go get them.
Thank you.
And Casey Childers, man, he got to the inside, stole the lead. That's how out of it I was there. He's not the one who even got fed the slide job on him. He stole the lead there at the finish line. That was it doesn't match the paint. That was Luke Bishop in the 5, that Davenport scheme. We got the slide job fed. Hey, Corey, what's going on? Corey, dude, you're another one, man. You get out of here with these late model guys. You're another one that should be in here. The Outlaw Dirt Series. I'm telling you, don't look at this and be like, oh, there's not a lot of guys, blah, blah, blah. There normally is, man. There's normally 20 to 30. And the league owner is on vacation. So I think they had a bit of a hiccup and people thought we had the night off. So this is definitely not the normal showing. This is a lot of good guys in here. I don't know if, Corey, you probably remember Brandon Combs from Coast to Coast years ago. Man, he's come in here and won a race this season. Combs races here. Oh, there we go. Quitting Dart League. See if whenever I did that kind of stuff, that was just an excuse for me to go get drunk. You know what I mean? And I just started to smoke and drink at home instead. It's a little cheaper. But yeah, dude, this is a good one. It definitely is. I've obviously Joe Halter's Friday Night Lights League is great too. But these guys are pretty cool. And it's drama free for the most part. Obviously, when you get fast guys, there is going to be some drama. Everybody trying to beat each other, so it's never going to be perfect. And anybody who tells you it is a liar. But exactly, Corey. Exactly. I wish there would be. That may be something. That'd be cool if we could all put together somehow. If we made everyone have a webcam and. Every X amount of laps, you had to drink a beer. And I know other people do stuff like that, but I don't think they've done it on dirt too many times. You see the asphalt guys do it. We need to bring that thing to dirt. We could do it. We could raise money for some type of charity, I'm sure, and get drunk at the same time. You're killing two birds with one stone doing that. Right now, Braden Burnett, he's at the top of the charts. Geiswhite P2 Scooter rounds out the top 3. Luke Bishop just now getting out on the racetrack. We should see him put in a time, I think, here at any moment. There he goes by. Maybe got in that outside wall to kick off that other lap. And gonna do it again here. This is risky. Talking about running the outside. I mean, you heard Casey talk about it with me. This place can be frustrating. You're trying to beat down that outside wall. It'll reach out and grab you. And previous iRacing updates have been way, way more forgiving to that right front than they are now. So You cannot get in the wall like that. You got to behave. You're not going to have a race car left. Let's take a look at our starting lineup here for your feature at the Eldora Speedway and the Outlaw Dirt Series Pro late models. Row 4 to the outside, the 35 of Kyle Hardy to the inside, the 4 of James Bachman Jr. Row 3 to the outside, the 43 of Peyton Anderson to the inside, the double deuce, Braden Burnett. Row 2 to the outside, the 44 of Scooter, Chris Thibodeau to the inside. In the 18, Gas Money, Brandon Geiswhite. Row 1 for your feature here at the Eldora Speedway to the outside, the 5 of Luke Bishop, and starting on the pole, the 92 of Casey Childers. See here, 40 laps. I'm glad I didn't say 50 because I was thinking 50 laps for some reason. But 40 laps here this evening, Eldora, a pretty big racetrack, so 50, it's not going to kill you. But it definitely would have been a little tiring for some of these drivers, that's for sure. Not easy to go that many laps around this racetrack. It's physical, and it's gonna wear on you mentally just as much. You got to get close to that outside wall. You got to do a dance, and man, you really are flirting with destroying that right front. And we're gonna see guys get into the outside wall, and well, not that I'm complaining. I'm just oh man, look, we got Trevor Gearix in here. Look at Trevor Giroux chiming in. Trevor, you're another one, dude. Join up, man. This is another one. Normally, I swear, Trevor, there are 20 to 30 guys in here, but the league owner is on vacation. So they thought they, had a off week, but they don't, because I'm here. And the green flag's high. It's ready to fly. 40 laps to play in the clay. At Eldora Speedway, we're underway. Casey with a great jump. Luke Bishop trying to mount a charge on the outside as the fireworks rage. 3 wide going down the backstretch. Scooter on the outside. The 5 of Bishop in the outside wall. He's got to woe it back down. But welcome to double deuce, Braden Burnett up to P2, put the 22 in P2. Casey, man, oh man, he would have liked to have seen Braden maybe get held up a little bit longer, but Braden, he's on the move. Slider line through 3 and 4. He cuts into the gap here. Not able to make the pass, but he's really reeling him in. Side by side going into 3. The double deuce, what can he do? He's got to keep it down low. Doesn't want to get into the 92. A lot of laps left to play. Right now, he keeps it low. Slide job. Childers cuts underneath a little crossover. Yeah, Trevor, I absolutely will get you that information. Absolutely. Same with you, Corey. I will send it over into, I think I'm still in the Venom Discord. But yeah, I'll send it over to you guys. But as we go down the back stretch here, 3 wide for the lead. Oh boy. But yeah, Trevor, you probably remember Brandon Combs. I was telling Corey, Brandon Combs used to race with us coast to coast. Combs has won a race in here this season. A lot of the FTM guys are in here. Devin Hauer is actually the point leader here as we drive around. But the Big Slow, it's his birthday, so he's away at a birthday dinner. I'm not sure where the other FTM guys are. Maybe just taking the night off. Scooter, man, on the inside, the Raging Cajun trying to keep the fight is Braden Burnett. He's thought he was going to drive away, but Gas Money, man, he looks to the inside and he throws up a couple dollar bills here, gets his way to the front. Gas Money leads the way, not even a quarter of the way through. And you got to think, this is also another one of, you know, how hard do you push this thing if you're a driver? We got 40 laps. Gotta save some right rear tire. You can't burn this thing up, man. You gotta behave. You gotta make sure you got something left at the end. And right now, Luke Bishop, he thought about going in the middle 3 wide. He backed out, gonna take a peek on the outside as Childers, oh, he's able to wedge up in front. But he's going to lose that spot to Scooter. Chris Thibodeau, welcome to the podium. 3 wide behind Luke Bishop. He's played around enough in that 49 nutrient machine, trying to get to the front where it belongs here at the Big E. Braden, he's lost a little touch here with your leader, Geiswhite. He's running that slider line through 3 and 4. I dig it, man. I dig it. He's saving that right rear tire. But now he goes up to the outside through 1 and 2, where we see Burnett go to the bottom. And you got to think they're just trading here. Let's go off the nose of the double deuce. Let's see. Double deuce, he stays up top this time, but he's got that lead down to that half a second mark. And that's important because we saw it get out to almost a full second. So the double deuce, man, he's back in it. He's ready to roll. Scooter doing it the Blake Chapman way. Some guys will understand that. Down low on the inside. And what you really like about that is, man, when he wants to plant that seed on the outside later, gonna have plenty of tread to do so. It's just gonna be whether he's willing to go up there and dance with the devil on the outside, because it is a risk you've got to be willing to take. 24 laps to go. This is what it looks like here throughout the field. You see Bachman and Hardy battling back here for 7th. Bachman back to the inside after Hardy tries to complete the slide job. These guys having a lot of fun out here. Bachman, oh, now he goes down to the bottom here. I'm going to say he had been floating in so high. Like, well, Trevor said, he is just going in so high up top in 1 and 2. You can see him catch that wall there even a little bit. He is really, really flirting with it, man. And that is something, one mistake, it all goes away. And I think that's why we've seen the lead get extended back. He's just getting a little too close to that outside wall here. You hear him, got to get out of the throttle, wait for it to pick back up. And right now, Geiswhite, man, that driver of the 18, really wants this thing to go flag to flag. He would be a first-time winner here this season in the Outlaw Dirt Series Pro Late Models. Scooter holding on right now to the 43, but Luke Bishop. Oh, we got a caution flag here for the 40 here for the 5 of Luke Bishop. It's 49 paint scheme. Let's see here, he throws that slider. He comes across, and I bet you he just flirts up. It's a little too high. Oh, no. Okay, this is going to be somewhere totally different. Think he maybe he was calling it a night here. Didn't like the race car he had, but hey, man, in the process he brought out a caution, and that's maybe not what you want to do here. Is these guys trying to race on up front? But Scooter, he takes advantage of this. He's gonna come in for a quick repair, and I know, Trevor, you're right. I had to bring it up, but I'd warned everyone that this would probably be coming, and well, I warned everyone too that there's a possible road race I'm trying to do. So it's 8:55. I would really like to get into that other thing. I think it goes at 9:10. Because it opens up at 9. I don't know how long of a practice they'll get. That's probably something we can look at. Probably something you can look at, but it's probably something that my idiot butt has no idea how to look at. But they're doubling up. We're getting ready to go back play here at Eldora Speedway anyways. The green flag's high. It's ready to fly. The pace truck pulls off the double deuce, drops the hammer, and we're back underway. And by the double deuce, I of course meant the 18 of Brandon Geisway, who is actually your leader. But the double deuce looked to the outside there. He was peeking ahead a little bit, and I went off my overlay. Turning it back on here, looking to the inside slide job. Geisway, what can he do? Can he answer back with a slider of his own? The answer is yes. Geisway, your new leader, but not for long. The double deuce counters right back. Welcome back to the lead, Brayton Burnett. Scooter, we saw him come down pit road. He wanted to go in there and fix some things. How's the race car handled now? Well, he's back up to 5th. Came in 3rd, though, so he's got to do some work here. Got to get by those 2 guys in front of him, and not going to be easy here at the Big E. Not when you want to tear the wall down and be risky. Speaking of being risky, the 22, he gets in that outside wall. He slows down, and then he blocks him. He cuts the slide job down, and Geisway now, yeah, you can't lift then when the guy gets in the front stretch wall in front of you. You absolutely cannot. Gets a little bit of contact, and I think we maybe going to see somebody slow down for a caution here. And get a little bit of a caution. Now, you know, I get it. Not a lot of guys. I do. You want to do... I get it. But, man, there aren't many... Like, he didn't get in the wall that hard there. I mean, he'd come down a little bit of a contact. Nothing really that warrants coming to a stop here and bringing out a caution. I mean, I'll say it. Trevor and Corey know me pretty well. I'm honest. I think that's just maybe being a little upset. And, you know, you got in the wall, lost the lead because, boy, oh boy, definitely could have kept that thing going, kept it rolling. But, hey, that's the way it goes. You should have 14 laps to go here at Eldora. Was Geis right there? He blinked a little bit. Yellow flag's still out though, so lights still on. We'll see if the lights go off on the pace truck this time. Yeah, man, Trevor, dude, I always tell it how it is. Like, and that's pretty much something that, like, well, I've told all broadcasters. I mean, if you want to, if ESPN wants to hire me or NBC to, you know, call racing something, sure, I'll toe a line. But if you're asking me and my channel to broadcast, I think it's important to kind of convey my attitude on that. And you know, I mean, I like the good hard racing, and I mean, you're two of the guys. You came in, you complimented the racing, and you don't need stuff like that spoiling it. You know, one bad apple can ruin the bunch, and I totally get it. You know, not the funnest way, but you see the double deuce though. He's still on. Well, now he's going to come off pit road. I was going to say, if he stayed on pit road, that made me feel a little bit better if he called it a night. But if, you know, if you come back out here and win this thing, I may not be too pumped with you. We'll see how it goes. As the green flag's high, it's ready to fly. 14 laps to play at Eldora Speedway. Geisweit right away to the outside and wants to build up that momentum. Meanwhile, Peyton Anderson looks to the inside, trying to battle door to door with the 92. He floats up, not able to grab traction just yet. Right now, Peyton to the inside here. What can we do? The answer is just fall back in line. Shaggy, don't need to force the issue. Brandon Geisweit right now to the outside, flirting with death. Maybe you don't need to do that, because when you take a peek at those standings, the double deuce did end up pulling it off. Not too sure what the deal is, but we're down to 6 guys, and you got to think Brandon, he's got to like his chances. He's got a quick race car. He's led a lot of this thing, but how much tire has he burned up on that top shelf? Does he have enough to go the rest of the way? Because Casey Childers looking to the inside in that 92 machine. One of the late entries here this evening. One of the late ads. We almost only had 7. But Casey Childers, welcome to the party. And Peyton Anderson, a guy who I said, go out here, get it, Peyton. I talked to him before this thing. I said, where is everybody? He's the one who filled me in a little vacation style. Or a little vacation, and oh, Geisweit gets in the outside wall. He's able to reel it in. But boy, oh boy, man, the right front, it's not going to take many of those. And it's okay to bounce the right rear off the wall, but when you see the race car straighten up and suck that right front back towards the wall, that's when you're in trouble. And Geisweit, man, he's got the horseshoe hidden somewhere. And we saw Scooter, he was running in the top 3 earlier. He came down pit road for a quick repair. Just hasn't been able to use that new race car to work his way back on up. Kyle Hardy running 5th. James Bachman Jr. running 6th. But it's all Brandon Geisweit out front. 5 laps to go. Geisweit, what can he do here? Can he hold on? He doesn't have to be perfect. He's just got to be smooth. Meanwhile, if you're Casey, you've got to be perfect. Smooth ain't going to do it, and you got to figure it out, man. And you got to think right now, Casey Childers running that middle groove. Maybe some speed there, but not as much as on that top shelf. And you got to think he's maybe forfeited that shot at the lead. And now for the moment, just trying to lick the paws here and hold off the 43, who's looking low in 3 and 4. Casey in the outside wall, enough speed to hold on. But battle for P2 as Gas Money out front, smiling ear to ear, loving the racing behind. White flag in the air, one more trip around, side by side for a second. But Gas Money, here he goes. He's ready. He's been waiting all season for a checkered flag. Final time through 3 and 4. And the driver of the 18 gets to celebrate in Ohio. Brandon Geisweit. White takes the checkered flag. Casey Childers second. Peyton Anderson rounds out your podium. Scooter fourth, and Bachman Jr. rounds out your top 5. Oh, man, oh, man. Gas Money bringing it home here. You know he's going to be happy about that one. Brandon Geiswhite. Nobody deserves that more than the 18. Congrats. The driver of the 18, Brandon Geiswhite. We're going to see here if we can't get a word here with the driver of the 43, Peyton Anderson. And he ain't screwing around. He's already in here waiting. Peyton, man, you weren't too sure going into tonight, but hey, P3, man, you got to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, honestly, the only 8 cars showing up made me feel like I was able to make the feature. I came into this race thinking I'm just going in a B main and I'm losing, but the qualifying didn't feel very good, and I talked to my setup guy and he told me what to do to the feature, so it felt pretty good. As soon as I could hit my marks, I felt like I could go forward. So,
yeah, and I'm glad you said that, Peyton. B main, you were thinking, because I've actually got some friends from other leagues watching this race tonight who I'm trying to entice to come over here. Man, this is normally a 20 to 30 car field, and just a little bit of a scheduling hiccup, but you got to take the points when you can get them, right?
That's definitely the only reason I showed up was just for points. And when I saw only 8 cars showed up, I was like, I'm trying to get some points here. So just trying to stay alive here in this race and get some points. So.
Well, hey, man, you did just that and you brought home a podium. Hell of a job, Peyton. Before you get out of here, man, who you want to thank?
I can only thank CSS, Cuddy, Shed Speed, and, just everybody that works over there. Willie Cuddy, JP Shed, and just everybody that puts on the show, you and Tyler and Sean. So, gotta thank all you guys.
Do you know this is the first time that I realized it was Cuddy Shed Speed? I always thought it was Cuddy Speed Shop this whole time. I am a freaking idiot.
No, everybody does that. I did that at first when I first got sponsored by them, and I was like, that's a Shed.
Yeah, dude. I swear to God, looking at your thing is now the first time I've realized that in all the weeks that I've done this. I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, I did the same exact mistake. Everybody does it.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, congratulations, Peyton, and hopefully I'm talking to you again here soon, man.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you, guys.
Now we're going to bring up the man who brought home P2, Casey Childers. Casey, how are we feeling, man? It seemed like you had some speed, but at the end you just needed to be up top, and it looked like it was dangerous to be up top.
Yeah, I just couldn't really figure out where I need to be. I tried to go down to the bottom for a couple of times and pull a little slide job, and that wasn't working. The middle wasn't working, and the top wasn't working for me. So,
well, those final laps, you battling real hard with the 43 of Peyton Anderson. How much fun was that? You had to earn it tonight.
Oh yeah, he was definitely going to pass me if I didn't go to the bottom in 3 and 4. He was a lot faster than me. He just couldn't find the line to get around me.
Well, Casey, at the end of the day, man, not a lot of guys, but hey, you show up, you have a good run, P2. That helps a lot in the points, man. Hell of a run here tonight. Who you want to thank?
I want to thank me, Chase Short, and Charlie Jude for 3C Racing, making our own setups, Childers Home Improvement, JR Trucking, Tim Short Auto Mall. There's a bunch of sponsors on there I can't thank enough.
Well, hey, man, I got the camera zoomed in on it. They getting some good TV time. Hell of a job tonight, Casey. Congratulations. Can't wait to talk to you again, man.
Thank you.
And now we're going to bring up first-time winner this season, Brandon Geiswhite. Brother, this has been a long time coming, and, so what? Only 8 cars? Had to earn it up against that outside wall. It wasn't easy tonight. How you feel?
Feel good. I've been top 5 most of the nights in the pros and the supers, and I just been trying to dial in setups and stuff like that. I didn't know how the setup was going to feel because I went out this first time running the Speed Ranch setups here. I didn't know how it was going to go, but it hooked up. Riding that wall was dangerous, but I knew that's where the line was at, and I knew that was the only way I was going to be able to stay ahead of Casey.
No, man, that is where you got to go. And you had some fans out there tonight, man, some buddies of mine from other leagues. They were really impressed with the way you put that 18 right up against that wall, man. So close to, you know, turning that right front in the wall. And we know how difficult that can be now, man. If you suck that right front in the wall after these updates, I mean, you can kiss that right front goodbye. So you were really flirting with the devil up there, man. You were hella fast.
Oh yeah, that wall is dangerous. The second that car straightens out on the top from tapping that wall, it's pretty much game over. There was a couple times there where it straightened out and hit the wall, and I was like, man, don't break, don't break.
Well, gas money, man, you got a little extra gas money this week leaving Ohio. Congratulations on the big first win. You're top 3 in the points for a reason, and now you got to win in that column. Hell of a job, man. Congratulations. Who you want to thank?
Speed Ranch, Maker's Mark, Mr. Do It All, Excel, ODS for the league racing, you for the streams. I always love watching your streams. My buddy who got me into, you know, me pushing my dreams, and then all my other supporters.
Well, hey, Brandon, you got another supporter up here. Hell of a run, man. Congratulations. Can't wait to talk to you again, brother.
Yeah, hopefully it's more often. I've been getting dialed in and practicing hard.
That's all it takes, man. And you know, you get to plug away with some of these guys, you know, that have been here week after week. And you know, man, seeing those fast guys, dude, they only make you stronger. They make you want it that much more. And you can see it tonight. Hell of a run, man. And this isn't going to be the only time I talk to you again here at the top step. Good job.
Thank you.
Brandon Geiswhite, your winner here tonight at the Eldora Speedway here for your Outlaw Dirt Series Pro late models. We're going to wrap it up here because I can run over and get in that race. I'm so pumped. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Zach Chapman saying have a good evening, and we'll see you next Friday. So long.